Hello guys, welcome to the next video on HTML tutorial for beginners using HTML5. In this video we will see how to use lists in HTML. So there are two types of list you can use in HTML. First is unordered list, which is something like this, which has no order, and second is ordered list, which has some kind of ordering. It may be numbered ordering, or it may be alphabetical ordering, or it may be any other kind of ordering. So let's see how we can use these type of lists in HTML. So first of all, we will see how we can create a unordered list. Okay, so to make an unordered list, you need the tag called UL, which stands for unordered list, and inside this tag you need to have list items. So just give li and it will add a list item, and inside this list item you can add your name of your list or description of the list. Okay, so I will add two more items like this, and then for example I want to have a list of names. Okay, so then what I can do, I can just give the name, for example something like this. Okay, I will save my code and refresh my web page, and it will look like this. So this is an unordered list. Okay, now unordered list also can be of different types. So you can add a attribute called style here, and then inside the style attribute value you can add this line. So just add list minus style minus type, and by default the type is disk or description, which is like this by default. When you save it, it will look like this. So it's the default type, right? But when you change this disk, for example to circle like this, and save it and refresh your page, then you can see you have small bullets in front of your list items, right? Or you can have a square here. So square, and save it and refresh your web page, and your bullet becomes squared. Okay, or you can have one more option here, which is none. Okay, and when you give this option and when you refresh your web page, there is no bullet in front of your list items, right? So for unordered list you have these items. Now to create a ordered list, first of all I will remove this style attribute from here, and to create a ordered list, instead of ul you just need to replace it with ol, which stands for ordered list. Okay, and the default type is numbered type, so it will look something like this. So 1 2 3 4, right? But this can also change. So when you add a attribute called type here, and for example by default it's numbered, so you can write 1 here and it becomes numbered list. So it's like the same. Okay, and when you replace this number 1 by capital A, let's see what happens. So I will save it and refresh my web page, and now you can see my list is ordered by capital letters. Okay, for example we want to order our list with small letter, you just need to replace this capital A by small a and refresh your web page, and it will look like this. Okay, or for example you need a Roman numbered ordered list, then you just need to write capital I and save it and refresh your web page, and it becomes Roman letter in capital Roman letter, you can say, right? And same you want in small Roman letters, then you just need to write I here and save it and refresh your web page, and your list becomes small Roman letter ordered list. Okay, now you can also create a nested list. So to create a nested list, for example, my list is ordered list right now. And for example, I want to list out for each name some favorites, for example, right? So I can go just below my list item where I want to create a list once again. And for example, I want this time unordered list. So I can just write unordered list like this. And in here, once again, I can add list items, right? For example, John likes tea and John likes coffee, and save it and refresh it, and you see it becomes list inside a list, so nested list. Okay, so you can also have nested list like this. Now you also have one more type of list which is called description list. Okay, and as the name suggests, it starts with DL, so just write DL and it becomes description list. And inside this description list you can have description terms, so DT, which stands for description terms. And here you can have some terms, so for example term, right? And then you have a tag called DD, which is called description detail, and here you can add the detail of this term, right? So description of the term, something like this. Okay, and you can add multiple terms and descriptions and save it and refresh your web page, and your term and description of the term looks like this. Okay, so in this way you can use lists in HTML. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and bye for now.